Hello, hello. Welcome back to Vanilla Sky Taro. Let's have today some a little bit unusual read. This was a quite spontaneous idea. Who knows, maybe I had this thought only because some of you guys are wondering about him. Let's have a overall read about such a sports celebrity like Conor McGregor. Yeah, I'm sure you all know this bad boy, notorious bad boy. And yeah, he has something quite in common with me at Vanilla Sky. And guess what? We are both from Ireland, Dublin. So yeah, not really curious about him and what's happening at his life. You know, he's been quite in a public eye lately. Also, he's a bit of controversial public figure. My attitude towards him is neutral with little bit of curiosity, you know. Also, what's interesting about him is that years ago he was, I think, talking lots about a little bit of his interest in spiritual matters. Like he claimed that he materialized all his whirlwind success with a little help from law of attraction, right? That he has visualized himself as rich and famous, and yeah, guess what? He succeeded, right? Yeah, you have to be extremely rich and famous for Vanilla Sky to have an express read about you. So yeah, let's say he is really successful with not only with sports but also with some good old law of attraction. Yeah. So Conor McGregor, he is quite a household name lately, even if you are not interested in sports. And also, I would be quite curious to find out about his personality, what he is really like a person, because all we know is maybe this bad boy image, right? But of course, we don't believe that's all there is about the guy, because we never know what goes on behind the closed doors, what person he really is. Cards could really show us something quite surprising about him. Now, so let's have a look. What will happen in his life? Maybe, let's say, till end of the year. What will help him? What will hinder him? What will be the main themes? And also, let's see what will happen with his life regarding sports, maybe public events, home. And I'm also quite curious to find out whether or not he has some really dark, curious secrets, some really juicy psychological thing going on, you know. I'd be really thrilled to find out. So yeah, I chose for this session for bad boy Conor. I'm choosing to work with Zombie Taro. I think he would completely approve, right? Conor McGregor approved Zombie Taro. Just kidding. The other deck would be this little bit of beautiful madness, monster-orientated Patrick Valence deck. I'm sure this suits his theme and image quite well also. And also we will have a look at the haunted house deck when we will ask about what's happening in his home, because I'm sure his dwelling place is quite special, haunted or not, right? So yeah, no ordinary decks today for our sweet charmer Conor McGregor, who I'm sure he is, right? So let's start with a question. I had to reach for the deck, I forgot. Let's start with a question about his soul, about his spirit. If an animal spirit would choose to come forward to represent him, Conor, what would it be? What is his totem animal? I'm really curious to find out about this one. I mean, his true self, not only public persona. What totem spirit? Vulture. Vulture. Quite powerful creature. A little bit of a regal spirit, a royal spirit, a spirit who has quite old soul, I would say. He's been through many transformations in his life, and he has this quite, I would say, almost diabolical gift, right? A very rare gift, that no matter what happens in his life, no matter what hardships, adversities is he facing, no matter what life throws it at him, even if it's a pile of hot mess, he, being a vulture spirit, will face it with a little bit of philosophical approach, and he will really reach, grab it. He will really understand the essence of everything what's happening to him, even if it's the worst circumstances you could imagine. And surprisingly, in those circumstances, among all this, in the midst of all this mess, he will find something which is really beneficial for him, and he will put it in a trash can, metaphorically speaking, spin it around and present to everybody else like something renewed, something quite amazing and spiritual. I don't know, let's say, like, it's just a sample, right? Just an example, just a metaphor. Say, even if he would like be a little child and he wouldn't have much things to do, he would be hanging around in the streets, and maybe he even found some naughty trouble with other boys, and he got into good old fights, right? And the reason why he did it maybe was because he had nothing else to do, or his parents weren't very attentive to him. I'm not saying that this happened, I'm just saying that this is like a sample, right? And he really not only survived, but he flourished in these surroundings, right? He built up his confidence, and he got excellent as self-presentation, maybe even in art of intimidation, of maybe not even taking himself very seriously. And he really used it in later part of his life, right? So he really used something not so beneficial, something quite ordinary, and he transformed it into something quite awe-inspiring, something brilliant, something no one has ever seen before. It really takes an old soul, it really takes massive confidence to be capable of doing this. I'm also sensing that this trait comes from even childhood experiences, that the people who knew him, even as a child, they realized that this is quite unusual spirit who can withstand many storms. He can really rise above every situation, because rising above is another characteristics of his spirit. no matter what's happening in the ground level, no matter what garbage fire everybody else is experiencing, his first choice is not really to throw himself in it. His first response is to rise above it and observe everything from the higher perspective. He's rising above. He wants to see the biggest picture. He's quite strategic. He also is like quite independent thinker. He's not easily to be influenced. He's one of those people who wants to just metaphorically speaking spread his wings like this vulture, rise above and observe everything from the vulture's standpoint, which is, as we know, sky high. So he quietly can strategize. Oh, this is here, that is here, and we do this, that, and that. And this is exactly how we will succeed, how we will make things happen, no matter what they say. This vulture spirit, yeah, as he is used to be independent in his patterns of thoughts, he also sees the bigger picture. He loves seeing bigger picture. He is very interested in this almost, I want to say, the higher road, right? He observes everything from above. He sees patterns in other people, even maybe even in politics, in sports, business. He sees all those patterns, and this is also one of the reasons why he is being so successful. I would say that this ability to rise above and see how all things are linked together, what feeds what he needs to influence to really get ahead. This is why he was capable of getting where he is, right? To be so quite high up in the sky, like a vulture, like a little vulture star. It's not only because he's successful, lucky, or entertaining, it's this kind of his perspective, which has been extremely beneficial to him. He has almost this innate feeling to really see also people's truest essence, which one is really worth his while to befriend, to even to deal with, and which ones are better to be left in the dust. He is quite a good judge of people, because like a metaphor, right? Vulture is circulating sometimes above creatures which are dying, right? Creatures who are approaching death. And as we know, when a creature being like say even like a human, right, when we are approaching death, I believe we are the most truthful, right? You can't really fake. There's no point of lying, no point of pretending to do this when you are approaching the death, right? All masks are falling. So I would say that vulture is really used to see things when the masks start to fall, when the lies and all the pretense starts to disintegrate. So I would say that this trait is very typical to Conor as well, because this is almost this vulture trait that he can circulate in a social setting, and he can see which one is faking it, which one is faking till they make it, and which are really badass, which are really a coward, or things like this. I'd say he has this trait, the capacity to really see people for who they really are. And it's very it's very easy to hide things from him. This is his the essence of his soul, surprisingly. Yeah, it's quite rare when the vulture spirit is really coming out when we are reading about people, so it's really quite something, I would say. Yeah. So quite deep, wise one. Dark in the best really meaning of the word, right? Dark like the depths of the truth, dark like the universe, you know, dark like the wisdom not everybody is really capable of reaching for, you know. Also, I'm sensing that he is one of those people who really could be quite prophetic. He sees things, he sees patterns, I'd say years ahead. And if he says somebody, you know, I see that this is how the things could develop in the future, most of things would be, oh yeah, Conor, you're talking shite, you know, this will never happen. He is like, just watch and see. And then when, yeah, in 5 years, things starts to manifest exactly how he saw it, and yeah, others are left with their mouths open. This could be quite typical to this guy also, because his wisdom is quite deep, dark. It's not for everybody. His wisdom, his approach to life, his insights is really not for unprepared psyche, I could tell you. Yeah, as I said, yeah, something quite I didn't expect. Well, I expected nothing. That's why I love those readings. We really don't know those people. Of course, those famous people. Of course, we don't know them. We don't even know ourselves, if you ask me. But well, quite interesting, yeah. So let's ask. I'm really interested to find out what cards are saying. Let's ask Zombie Taro. What cards are saying about his public persona? Also about that part of personality only his closest friends, nearest and dearest, knows. You know, this side of himself only close people get to see. And also, what part of himself only he knows the most intimate, you know, when he is alone with himself, what he is really like. So let's ask. The first 3 cards will be characterizing his public persona. His true public persona. I mean, not necessarily what we can read in magazines, but his true public persona, you know, what he is like. 10 of Swords. Reversed. The Empress. Interesting. And 4 of Hazards. 4 of Pentacles. With 10 of Swords. Yeah, I'm really getting the sense that this guy can really end things. Even his appearance, even his sometimes strict decisions. He has really this capacity to quickly end things when something is not serving his interests or not serving his image or not going his direction. He has this capacity that he can quickly chop this off. No regrets, unapologetically. He's almost something like destroyer, right? Whenever he feels that, oh, this situation, I kind of have outgrown this, right? Or I see where it's going to go in the next few months, and I don't want to be part of it. I don't want to be there when this happens. No, fuck it. I'm just going to abandon this thing. I'm just going to jump this ship and I'm going to break this contract, or I'm never going to sign this contract anyways. With also his Ten of Swords, I'm sensing that his also the public appearance is that he can be quite hard to control. He can change the direction or change things he agreed to in a very last minute if he sees that this is not going his way, you know? If he's getting some insights that this doesn't serve him, he won't be suffering it like a glad fool, right? Just because it pleases other people. No. Also, he has this ability to see things which are not capable of surviving, not capable of living. Say businesses which has no perspective, right? Some dead-end projects, dead-end opportunities. He sees it. Like a vulture also, they see things which are about to die, so they are... In his case, he would like see this project is not good. I don't know, maybe even to participate, let's say, in this documentary, is in this talk show. Who knows, maybe in this movie, if he is getting offered, he already sees, no matter how glamorous it seems, he sees this thing won't be good for my image and I don't want to be part of it. And guys, no, please, bye-bye. I'm going to go my way. Different way. He is unapologetically reviewing things he dislikes, and I'm sensing that he is quite famous for it. He brings things to the end if he feels that this is the right thing to do, right thing to do for him. With this Empress, quite interesting that ultimate feminine creative card is coming out to describe this public image. I would say with the Empress, yeah. He also has this kind of apparently trait with the Empress, then everything he goes, everything is blooming, everything is flourishing, everything is almost like getting a touch of gold, right? Like the Empress, you know, like the queen is entering the room and everything starts to shine and birds start to sing, you know. The same as maybe he has this effect on people, on public places, on events. When he is entering, atmosphere is switching, maybe everybody is even getting happier, gigglier. Maybe he's attracting, yeah, of course, he's attracting lots of media attention, but surprisingly I'm not sensing this attention and atmosphere he is attracting. It doesn't seem like it's kind of rough or aggressive at all. It more seems like it's people are more relaxed, people are more giggly. I would say that he has a very inviting and warm presence. Interestingly, yeah. Also, I'd say that lots of people, maybe media or not only media, are almost like buzzing around him. I have this image of bees buzzing around, or wasps buzzing around the honey pot, you know, because they want piece of him, of course. Because like the Empress, it's like a delicious cookie, and everybody wants a piece of this deliciousness, of this kind of charisma and of this of this uniqueness, of this his self-confidence. I'm almost sensing this. Also with Four of Hazards, he is quite tight holding his own interests. He doesn't want to let go things what really serves him. As opposite to this reverse Ten of Swords, if something doesn't go his way, he will just cut the shit, right, and throw it out of the window. As opposites, on the opposite side, if something is really beneficial to him, if there's been some agreements, contracts, I'm sensing no matter how maybe small for his scale it is, He will make sure that nothing that is owed to him will go unnoticed, right? He is really extremely protective towards his interests, his profits, everything that serves him. He is quite, sometimes even quite penny wise, but I'm not saying that this is because he is tight or something or stingy. No, I'm sensing in this case, in his case, it's more like almost question of respect, honor, and question of principle. Like, what is mine, don't mess with me, and don't take me for a fool. And I protect my interests, and I will bite you if I have to, this type of an attitude. So this was, what is his public face, public image? Let's ask, what is he like with his closest friends and family? How would those people describe him? What side of his personality is he displaying to them? Oh, the devil, the daredevil. I don't know. I saw the devil and I'm thinking the daredevil. Four of Swords. The soldier is resting in peace and harmony for once, and Four of Wands, 4 and 4. From one side, the ones who are nearest and dearest, very close friends and family, would say, yeah, he's always been a bit mad. The loose cannon, he's always been, I'm sensing, the daredevil. He's likes to play and gamble with himself, with the fate, because it's almost like, seems like a vending machine, right? Also, it is a bit looks like an old school TV or something, and the devil is holding a speech. I'm sensing that in private life, the guy likes to shock everybody, not only with his plans, ideas, this daredevil attitude, as in like we have this Slavic saying that the daredevil like can be described almost like, ocean. What's the ocean? It's only reaching my knees. I will just go through the ocean and see, just like this. This is only nothing. So he could be this, the ocean is only till my knees kind of an attitude, that everything is like for me to conquer, for me to take. I can, with my trickstery and skills and with my bravery, take on everything, nothing can stop me kind of attitude. Also, I'm sensing that the ones who are very close to him can describe him that he likes to play a little bit like a devil's advocate. Yeah, actually, I like this trait in people because I can be myself a little bit like this. I really love this. Sometimes he likes to take some quite controversial idea and present it just for the entertainment, or, yeah, he can talk about some controversy, some unusual idea, and represent it like, you have to look at every aspect. It's not that something is ultimately good or bad. There is truth in everything. There is lies in everything. So he likes to play a little bit, as I said, devil's advocate, and play around some mental gymnastics in front of family and friends with topics other people would say, oh, how can you say this? This is mad. But he loves this. He loves this because he understands, probably in his soul level, that every truth is a half truth, right? At least on earth, from this human's perspective, nothing is 100% truth. Nothing is 100% lie. There is a lie in every truth, and there is a truth in every lie. So this is only our human perspective, like yin and yang. So we can play around with it. We can play with ideas, but nothing is absolute. And I'm sensing that he really loves those discussions now and then. With Four of Swords and Four of Wands, I'm really sensing that for the ones who are closest to him, he is sometimes like just enjoying their company. He is craving peace. He is craving like this soldier on the mattress, just to dive into the bed and stare into the ceilings and just to take sponge on all this peaceful atmosphere at home. Just this kind of relaxed feeling that he doesn't need to kind of to be at his best behavior among his friends, among his family. He really likes the feeling with among those people that he doesn't have to be at any behavior. He can just relax, maybe sip his drink and listen to others. And sometimes he can really zone out and just to stare at the wall. And it's absolutely all right that those people understand that he can be overwhelmed at times, and he just really loves peace and quiet. Also with Four of Wands, it's really sensing that he is such a homebody. It's almost like he can get into this homebody teddy bear mood. He really likes to enjoy luxuries at home, but most of the luxury I would say is peace and quiet. And the feeling that he doesn't need to get up and go anywhere next day. Once he gets it, he wants to savor it. Also, he's the guy, yeah, they would say that he really at times is protective to his privacy, peace, silence, and at times he wants to be as lazy as possible. Like, yeah, almost one of his sides is that he can be this homebody, you know? Sometimes that he can be extremely lazy as well, yeah, of course. Let's ask cards, what is the side of his personality only himself knows? The deepest side of his personality he's not really showing to anybody else. That's quite interesting. What is it? For Conor. The Hierophant. The High Priestess. I love when the High Priestess comes out. In a way, he's telling this High Priestess, because High Priestess is priestess of secrets, and you can't really trick High Priestess to tell the truth. In a way, I love that he's telling us now that, guys, it's none of your business. But still, yeah, we'll see if there is something he can tell us. Three of Wands. Hierophant, High Priestess, Three of Wands. Yeah, with High Priestess, I'd say that he can have those insights in soul level about all kinds of things. I'd say that maybe sometimes he likes to ponder about some metaphysics, some deepest aspects into existence. Maybe he likes to even some unusual meditative practice. Other people would think that this is a little bit cuckoo, but he is just keeping it to himself. Maybe he's sometimes, I don't know, locking himself somewhere in one of his luxury dungeons and listening to some meditations, right? I could see this guy doing this, but yeah, he's doing this in his own privacy, and he's not interested in sharing this with anybody else. Also, I'm sensing that he has come up with few predictions about few things, how things could be globally progressing, but also he likes to keep this to himself. He's quite insightful, I would say. And with Hierophant reversed, his deepest viewpoints are much more unconventional than he is letting other people to know. I'm saying this knowing that he is from Ireland, and I don't know, most of people can have something here, can have something like quite traditional Catholic based background, you know. This is like almost, for most of the population, it's almost like a status quo, right? Even if they are not religious, they could be not religious openly, but still the inbuilt values can be extremely intact with the traditional religious values, you know. Do the right thing, follow the family patterns, be humble, you know. And we see the Hierophant is reversed. That I would say that he has been always rebellious towards those messages, but I would say that we see that this is only like his innermost kind of part of himself. I would say that he keeps those ideas to himself. Maybe he doesn't even talk about this with his parents, because I can understand maybe his parents are conservative and he doesn't want to upset them, you know. So he thinks, you know, there are some things I'm quite, you know, unconventional, but guess what? I'll just keep it to myself, because let you people live on this road, follow your own way. I'll just think what I want to think, and I'll do what I want to do anyway. So this is not really your business, and it's not really my business to really change you or fix you, you know. He almost, I'd say that sometimes he feels that even if he doesn't agree, or if he has outgrown some ideas, some traditional viewpoints, he feels like, you know, I'll just keep it to myself, because there's no point arguing, you know. Let them just carry on with their old school thing, and I'll just live my life and think what I want to think and let them be happy. And yeah. But with this devil and the Hierophant, yeah, I'm also getting this devil's advocate kind of strike. He likes to challenge in his head completely everything. For him, I don't think that the guy even believes in good or evil. Just, yeah, he is almost, his thinking has evolved past the binary approach, you know. There is one box labeled with good, another box labeled with evil, and now we just sort things to one thing and another, you know, and we are done. No, he's past this. He's quite daring spiritually also. And with this Three of Wands, I'm sensing that his truest, really, the essence, how he sees himself, is that there is this never-ending hope towards the best for him in the future. He believes that he is quite a special one. He almost treats himself and his thinking and his persona like he is some sort of divinity. I mean, he is looking at himself like this, which is quite of admirable trait. And he has this almost like this inner compass, which always points to his own northern star, and he is very faithful to himself. He is like, no matter, even if all the world, even if the Pope himself is against me, even if all the fucking world is against me, you know, I have this truest wisdom, this highest of the priestesses within me, my truest essence, and I can be facing all kinds of adversities. It doesn't matter. All the world can be against me, and still I know where I have to go and where I have to, how I have to present myself to succeed, and I will succeed. I will always win. And he really has this unbeatable faith. And no matter what life throws at him, he always looks at himself extremely positively. He has this very positive self-talk, and he has this almost true essence of believe in himself, no matter what. He's almost always, he managed to really develop himself in a way that he is always his own best friend. It's almost like no matter if all the world is against me, I'm still me. I'm still amazing, because the end of the day, this is just one planet. This is just one Earth who is against me. But me is me, and I'm the best, and I will succeed no matter what, and I will do my best, and I will succeed, and I will do what's best for me, and I will win in the end. And he knows it. It's almost like, we'll see this breaking the door. This is kind of interpretation of Three of Wands. He really believes that he can break every door, whether or not it's outside circumstances or whether or not it is his own mental block. He believes that when he is in contact with his own soul, with his own higher self or whatnot, no other obstacles really means a shit. He will break any door and he will succeed. Quite amazing. I really love seeing this. Yeah, let's ask this Patrick Valenza Taro deck. What's going to happen with the guy till the end of the year, right? Till the end of the year. What's the main theme? What's the thing that will help him? What is the thing that will hinder him the most? The obstacle thing. And what's the main outcome till the end of the year? The main theme. Oh, Seven of Cups. Interesting. He will have so many opportunities. Many opportunities. One opportunity after another, almost like a clusterfuck of opportunities in a good way. The best possible clusterfuck of all clusterfucks. Opportunity. The problem with all this is that he really will need to research. He will really need to do some background check, because not all of those opportunities will be really amazing for him. But I worry not, because knowing he is kind of a bit of a vulture spirit, vulture always see what's worth his time and what's not. But lots of doors will be opening, there will be lots of invitations. He will be wanted in many places, right? Let's ask if there is any more cards to really describe this opportunity. What's the best of the opportunities for him? The world. Okay, the world. Something closing. Ten of Swords. I'm sensing that for some reason the best opportunity for him will be that he will get closure on something which is really has been waiting on him, something which is like, oh, this is really this, not this shit again. This has been weighting him down. This is being pressing heavily on his soul. You see, there's not one sword harming the guy. There is, oh my god, all of them, right? Something he's been really upset, depressed. He's been almost sometimes torturing himself thinking about this. One of those things will, I think this negative thing will end. Those doors will be closed, and this will be one of the best opportunities till the end of the year. The closure of something that's been disturbing him. Thanks God, I'm happy to see this. What else? What will help him? Justice. Oh my God, justice. So if there is some legal procedures going on, if there is some pending court case for Conor, I'm sensing that, yeah, the justice will be done in his favor, or he will be maybe getting some amazing lawyers, but the justice will help him. I'm sensing that maybe this is the closure the previous cards has been talking about. Something will be done and dusted, and it will be done and dusted in his favor. So let's ask what will be disturbing him. Hindering him. 9 of Wands. I'd say that he will be exhausted mentally. Something quite unpleasant has been going on for some longer period of time already, and so he'll be almost like I would say 9 of Wands is something like a wounded soldier who's been through many battles, and at the moment this soldier is safe, but still he has something like a post-traumatic stress disorder, right, from all the happenings, and he's like, oh, I can't believe I'm safe. No. When I'm safe, I'm in most danger. I have to be alert. So this type of a thinking that he just can't relax. He has to be alert and at his guard. This will be exactly the thing which is disturbing him most till the end of the year. He just can't relax for some reason. He can't chill. Oh my God, the guy needs Xanax. And the outcome for him, 6 of coins. Interesting. 6 of coins. I'm sensing that there will be lots of balance coming in within his life till the end of the year, give and take. Maybe there's been some affairs. I don't know if he has, he probably has some other businesses going on, not only sports, right? So maybe he will realize that there is some minor businesses, minor agendas he's been neglecting for a while. So he will be maybe dedicating his time, attention, or money to those side projects of his. Maybe there's been some relatives he hasn't been really attending or visiting. So this card signifies that he will be feeding, not only feeding, because there will be give and take as well, but there will be gift, attention, time, money exchanged with different factors in his life, which is more like sidelines, but he's been maybe neglecting them for a while. So he will be maybe taking his maybe a little bit of time off to really dedicate some of his resources to those. So that was quite interesting. So let's ask more questions. Let's ask, I'm curious to ask, what will happen in his life will there be anything new regarding sports events? I'm not even sure, because I'm not really into sports. I'm not sure what's actually happening right now. But let's ask cards till the end of the year. What will happen? What will be the main tendency in his sports life? 5 of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. 8 of Cups. Surprisingly, there will be some event he's been really eyeing for a while. Something quite important. Yeah, of course, he's not taking part in unimportant events. But with 5 of Cups and 8 of Cups, all the circumstances will align in a way that he won't be taking part of the event. I'm sensing that it's not that he will lose, but he won't be taking part of in the event at all. He will have to make other plans, and this will be quite a sad thing to him, because he's been eyeing this and thinking for this for a while, but unfortunately this won't be happening. So yeah, till the end of the year there will be some major sport event which will go on without him. He will be packing bags and going somewhere else. Will there be something good in this kind of area of his life, in sports, till the end of the year? The Magician. Oh yeah, Magician? What's happening with Magician? Queen of Hazards. 3 of Wands. Yeah, he will really shine like a true wizard he is. He will charm everybody in, and he will be like a winner. But this will be some more as established event, which is, I'm saying, which is happening almost every year, or something like this. Something predicted, something he saw it coming, and something well established. So there will be a quite good appearance for him in a very established kind of a sports event. He will be quite victorious. I'm not even sure if this has to do something with the actual fight itself, or there will be quite only a good public appearance, because it's important no matter what, right? Maybe sometimes public appearance is better, more benefits, less effort, right? So yeah, that is happening with him regarding sports. What's happening in public events? Because yeah, he's been making some political appearances. He's hasn't been featured in Russell Brand, this show, a YouTube channel, which has quite a lot of followers, right? Let's see what's going to happen with his public appearances till the end of the year. Any news there? Seven of Pentacles. He's in his comfort mode. 8 of Wands. Ace of Wands. What's happening with Ace of Wands? King of Wands. What else? Yeah, I'm sensing that he is actually recognizing that now, at the moment, he's made himself quite known, even like a public figure, something like opinionated, charismatic, even passionate character regarding some subjects, right? Somebody who can express himself, talk, and maybe seen in a public eye from a little bit of different perspective than it happened before. And at the moment, he's almost enjoying his newfound persona, right? But I'm not seeing any kind of news or new invitations for him till the end of the year. It will be mostly that already the existing appearances are bringing in quite a lot of resonance. People are talking about this, and he is more analyzing his talks and his discussions, what already has happened. He's almost, I don't know, something sensing that he's maybe now talking with other people, with other experts. There are some notes being taken, there are some advices, some discussions, but it's more like in an informal kind of informal circumstances. Let's see what else, cause this image of seven of pentacles in this deck is a little bit reminds me a TV appearance or a YouTube appearance. What about this? Ten of Swords. Now I'm sensing that he will be discussed quite a bit in other people's maybe YouTube channels, and he's been like he's made quite a splash with his opinions, which apparently I believe he enjoys, and he will be mentioned, but I'm not seeing any direct appearances, at least nothing significant till the end of the year. But he will be really interested in all kinds of political or all kinds of subjects. I mean subjects which are not directly connected with sports. His influence and interest will be growing, but it will be more behind the scenes. He will be maybe meeting all kinds of experts, networking, and building himself up maybe for them to be featured somewhere else in the future, but not till the end of the year. Let's ask. I'm really tempted to ask what's happening in his home life. I'll ask this haunted house oracle. What's happening into Conor McGregor's home? His home is somewhere like in Dublin also, I believe. Must be some small mansion or something. Let's ask, what's happening? What's the influence in his home? Knight of Cups. All kinds of ideas. Oh, the Tower. Three of Cups. Eight of... What the hell, Conor? I'm so thrilled. What the hell is happening in your home? And King of Swords reversed. Oh my god, so this is such a strange message. There are some influences in his own home. I don't know, it depends. It depends what he really calls home, because of course he is not a regular person to have only one home, right? But wherever he thinks his main residence is, there is some weird influences happening. He almost feels like there is his place is too busy. There are too many people gathering. There are too many maybe parties or family gatherings at this time. Too many influences. I'm also almost sensing people he doesn't really think believes in his home, or at least not for prolonged periods of time. Maybe there are people are staying for parties and expressing lots of opinions, raising glasses of champagne or something like this, and he's kind of he's really crushed with this situation, because maybe he feels that he, for some reason, he can't really say no to this. I don't know, maybe he has a wife, right? Maybe it's his wife's friends or relatives, because there is a little bit of also chatty, galley atmosphere, party atmosphere, but he is not good about this at all. He absolutely hates it. He just wants not to be there when it's happening. He feels then he's not at home. He has to hide from his own home when when this is happening, and he would love to be somewhere else. Also, there is lots of suppressed anger without him regarding this situation, because he would really love to be able to say few unkind, sarcastic words and kick them all the hell out. But with this kind of King of Swords being reversed, he is really biting his tongue. And we don't really see here this our outspoken Conor, you know. He wants to be kind of toned down. He wants to turn the blind eye to all those gatherings, parties, conversations. But he is growing. He is growing angry with whatever is happening. Let's ask, if those parties are happening, what's the main reason why is this happening? Three of Oh my god. Three of Swords, King of Pentacles. There is some emotional challenge going on, some emotional heartbreak. Maybe somebody is feeling heartbroken. I'm not sensing that this is him, feels that somebody feels that they need support no matter what, and they are going through a bad time in his life, and this person happens to be in his home, right? And Conor, absolutely hates it. He doesn't feel that he wants to be part of the support group, but unfortunately he has to, and somehow this also is connected with some quite established wealthy man. Maybe it's somebody's relative they are kind of accommodating or listening to. Let's ask three more cards. What exactly is going on? Who is this? Oh. Jesus. This is a bit of a message. As we saw King of Swords reversed, here we see Queen of Swords, Two of Wands, and the Judgment. Decisions, major decisions has to be made. This has to do something with the Queen of Swords. As we see him like King of Swords, I would assume that this Queen of Swords is his wife. I'm not sure. Is it wife or just the girlfriend? You know, this cute brunette girl, you know, who's been for ages. Yeah, and this girl now is deciding. She is at the, almost like traditionally this card shows somebody between two options, almost like a doorway, right? So she's waiting her options. She's waiting through which door to go. And she really needs to make this almost terrifyingly important decision. Oh, so I would say it is it is not impossible that his girlfriend is deciding between several guys, and this is creating quite of a bit disturbance in our bad boy's home. The home is filled with heartbreak, with stress, with anxiety, and there is energy of Three of Swords, of broken heart. Also, if we follow this kind of scenario, then she's choosing between him and some another kind of a luxury wealthy man. Yeah, listen, also I have to tell this, yeah, of course, and I think it comes without saying that this reading is only for entertainment purposes. I don't know Connor personally, and this is only what cards is saying. This is my interpretation of fucking cards, and this situation has nothing to do with the what is real with the real reality, and this is just something to entertain myself and you guys, and this is not something I'm wishing for him or whatever, you know. Yeah, but this is just my interpretation of cards, that there is some situation going on in his home, that the choice between two guys has to be made. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to leave it just like this, because this was quite of a message. Oh my god, really shocked me. So yeah, we'll see if this is going to happen in reality, in the real life. I'm sure that you will find it out. We will find it out with newspapers and magazines, but I'm wishing the best for the Connor, of course, and let's say that this is just cards talking shite. Talking smack about our bad boy, right? But from what I'm seeing, there is a little bit of situation, a little bit of trouble in the paradise for our admirable couple, you know. Let's ask another question to cards. Is there any secret? Now, let's ask another deck. Let's ask this chatty dark oracle. Is there any secret his soul is harboring? Something we don't know? Something he wouldn't want us to know? Is he really harboring any dark, delicious secrets? Maybe some hidden aspect of his personality? Cauldron. Wow. Cauldron talks about magic. In my opinion, it's even more like a mental type of magical work. Moon. And something else. One more card. And the clover. It's so cute to get a fucking clover here, because as we know, clover is connected with all the cheeky leprechauns in Ireland, the luck of Irish, the lucky clover, and he's Irish, and I'm happy to get clover there. So this is his secret, is his luck, you know. Maybe he's supported by fucking amazingly auspicious line of ancestors, lineage. Maybe there is really some very friendly family spirit, family leprechaun, or whatever guiding him. I'm really sensing that, yeah, his secret is that almost his luck, right, his rise to fame, money, and success was almost inevitable. With the same time, it reminds us that yeah, luck is there, opportunity is there, but also he's done it himself. The bitch's done it. And he's done it with his mind. And it's almost like inspiring for us also. Because it's mentioning no matter how lucky you are, you still have to put those things into your magical cauldron. And your magical cauldron is your fucking mind, right? That this is the melting pot where everything happens, and he's been very good with this. As we saw before in the cards, he always believed in himself. He has this deep, dark, almost secret knowledge about how fate works, how universe works, and he has this unshakable, undisturbable belief in himself. And his mind is quite bright. So yeah, I almost believe that the cards is telling us that his secret is this, his way of thinking, that he can really concentrate, and his mind, his psychology serves him something like a magic cauldron where he can put in all the ingredients. Oh, I'm amazing, I believe in myself, I know how the fucking universe works, and I want this, this, and that. And things are going to happen. And with the focus, with the belief in himself, with his mental passion, he made things happen for himself. And this thing is ongoing, no matter with what happens in his life. The cauldron is always on fire, is always keeping it shit hot. And he is always focused on himself, on his desires, and he believes that he deserves this and that everything is there for the taking. Yeah, that's quite amazing mindset, and together with good luck, he is almost manifesting all those delicious good things into his existence. Well done, right? And with moon, I'm sensing that he almost also is aware of like a moon, that fate is like a moon. It's waning and it's vanishing and it's growing full again, and then it's disappearing from the sky only to appear in his whole glory again. How it's almost has this sensation about life. No matter what life throws at me, everything is temporary, baby. Good things are temporary, bad things are especially temporary. And no matter if I'm going through some rough patch in life, I'll just keep this cauldron, my mindset, burning, and I will be happy, lucky again next day, and I will rise up from the ashes, and good things will be coming at me like never before. It's almost this attitude of who else, if not me? I can make it happen, and I can really make my every desire come true. Yeah. He wants to be, I'd say, he always knew that he is special, and he wants to be rich as fuck. And doesn't matter if things are sometimes disappointing, like it doesn't matter, like if the moon, if sometimes seems to be disappearing from the sky. No. With his positive attitude, believe in himself, with the intention, the moon will be back and it will be brighter than ever before. So he's really believing in his luck, and he can make things happen for himself no matter what. I would say that cards are telling us that this is his biggest secret. Yeah, that's what I got for you today. Hope it was entertaining. Thank you for watching.